What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Kaishume, aka Maywell. Now, tonight I want to tell a story. And yes, it's nighttime. And the setting is beautiful. I know. I'm getting better. But anyway, I want to tell you a story about how I learned how to just stop caring. You see, it was 2 years ago that I was being pursued, or more or less, I was pursuing this one girl that I was just obsessed with. Not to the degree that, yeah, I want her and only her, but obsessed with wanting to be in a relationship with her. So I tried everything that I could think of just to get her to notice me. And after 6 months, I got her number, but we didn't really talk that much unless we saw each other. But let me give you guys a background story. I used to work at a factory called XLC. And during this time, I was there for 3 years. Finally quit, however. But still, the relationship that I was trying to pursue with her, she was a team lead, I was just a normal worker. And at some point where I was just working, just to get her to notice me, because I've noticed that most of the women there would enjoy watching a man just work, because for some odd reason the women there outnumbered the man there. So that was surprising. But after a while, I was pursuing her, and like I was saying, 6 months, to where I was just like, yeah, got her number, but nothing's really happening. And I was like, am I doing something wrong? Does she not find me attractive? Or am I not working hard enough? I didn't know what it was. At the time, I didn't. So, this relationship, I would say, lasted for 2 years. During this time, I was going through a lot of a rough patch in my life, with depression, lack of creativity, and so on and so forth. But what ended up happening, to where I learned to not give basically a care about anyone but myself, is once I realized I wasn't gaining anything from that. I wasn't gaining anything from the relationship. Experience, yes. So I will never repeat that again, but nothing tangible that I can actually take, physical. So I was like, And after a while, I became more and more reluctant to even continue a conversation with her, because I was just so disappointed in myself and angry with her because I allowed it to go on for that long. But you see what ended up happening in this, and I'm glad it did. I ended up in a place of complete clarity of what I should do next. And you see what ended up happening was I stopped caring. I became completely numb emotionally to this person. I was no longer tied to her. I didn't want to have anything to do with her, just emotionally not there anymore. And what ended up happening from that new way of thinking, she wanted me. And I was like, what? When I wanted you, I was giving you everything that you wanted. You didn't want me. But the moment I didn't want you, I became appealing. And that's when I knew. That's when I had it figured out. That she wanted someone who didn't want her in the way I wanted her. Because the way I would describe my intentions with her, because at the time I was looking for marriage. I was 20, 3 years ago, about 2 years, we'll say 2 years. 2 years ago, I was 22. So, me realizing that and coming to that conclusion that, wow, so you rather enjoy being around a person who doesn't want you rather than being with a person who wants you. And that was just odd. It was just odd and strange. But I learned something that day. I ghosted her, but I learned something that day. I learned that most women don't know what they want. And this isn't really a shot at them. I mean, it's not really their fault, but it really is. But I'd rather take full responsibility because I let it go on for two years. And the funny thing about it is when I would have conversations with females, or she would see me flirting with other females, it was a problem. But when other males were were flirting with her, it was okay. I had to just sit there and watch. So what I had to realize is if I don't have respect for myself, she's not going to have respect for me. So, the moment I stopped caring about anything that someone else has, what someone's opinion about me, once I decided to change that, God, boy, it was over. It was over. A new person revealed himself. And that time, it was all cool. And after that, I was getting so many girls that I couldn't even control myself. However, luckily, I didn't do anything with any of those girls. And I say luckily because most of those girls, let's just be honest, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, most of these girls at the time, me being exposed to those girls, they were not my type. And I believe once I decided to be honest, completely unhinged, direct, blunt, that's when most of the girls hated me, but they loved me. So what the moral of this story is, or what the lesson of the story is, that know who you are first before you attempt to find who you are in a person. That's it. Anyway, this has been your boy Kaishume, aka Imewa, and this is Late Night Hours with Kaishume. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And don't forget to turn on that bell, that beautiful bell. And also, wait for it. My God, play that mother chuffing, beautiful outro. We are out.